All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Akakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting the good fight of faith in truth and sincerity and wholeheartedly. Shalom unto the Akwath, which is the women believers. Shalom unto you. It said, when it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoiceth, and when the wicked perish, there is shouting. You know, right now, as the scripture says, Proverbs 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Now, just from looking into the world, you can tell who's ruling. Right now, the people who receive the law, the only people that the Lord is dealing with is at the bottom, and they have been seduced by the wicked. So now the wicked is able to triumph over us. And the world is looking at our shame, not even understanding that we are your hope. We are your hope. And the Lord is about to turn things right side up, because this devil is about to get everything that he deserved. And the ones who stood stiffly for the name of the Lord is going to get the blessing for doing what they were supposed to do. Because we don't deserve anything, but the Lord had mercy. But the point is, this video ain't going to be long. It's just that I just want to highlight how, everybody looked down on us. The nations is even happy that they overtook us. But they don't even understand that when everything is put in place, because y'all have to go into captivity. When everything is put in place and the world is dwelling, people is in their own lands again, you're going to rejoice. So right now, I'm going to read through it. This is how the nations look at us right now. They're happy. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All your enemies have opened their mouth against you. They hiss, they gnash their teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day we look for. We have found and we have seen it. Yahweh have done that which he have devised for our disobedience. He had fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old, when he gave Moses the law and he said, I present you blessings and cursings. We under the curses right now. He said, the days of old he have thrown down and have not pity, and he have caused your enemy to rejoice over you. He have set up the horn of your adversaries. So going back, that's how the nations look at us. But they don't even understand that we are your hope. We are your hope. So since I quoted it, I'm gonna get it. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So even the nations, see, all the nations came under Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white people, the devil that the Bible speak of, Esau, Edom. So all these nations came under Esau, Edom, thinking that, you know what, yeah, we're going to ride with you because I want to be a power in the earth. But now we at the time where now the nations are side-eyeing the wicked. They looking to overturn the wicked. They realize they got the shitty end of the stick. See, in the kingdom to come, after you serve your captivity, you're not ever going to look at Israel side eye. And even if you did, you're going to get destroyed. But the point is that you ain't going to have a reason to look at Israelites side eye, because we deal righteously with justice. That's what the righteous people do. So the world is about to go back to harmony, everything working together. The ecosystem working together, people working together. All right. No more war. None of that. So let's see. It said, and it shall come to pass in the last days, which the days we are in right now, that the mountain of Yahweh's house shall be established in the top of the mountains and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. And guess what? They have no choice but to flow into it. And guess what? They're going to love to flow into it because they're going to get treated fairly. Esau Edom only care about himself. See, in Ecclesiasticus 13:4 said, if he have need of you, he will use you. And when he don't have need of you, he will cast you away. So that's what he's doing. So even when it comes down to right now, the nations are trying to separate from Esau Edom, which they can't because they too deep in. All right. Their currency is even tied to the dollar. But what you realize is that all these currencies, well, all the nations is trying to turn their currency into digital, just like Esau Edom, because he's still going to be the head. All right. All this is orchestrated, but the Lord is going to shake it up because the scripture says so. But the point that I'm making is that these nations will never, ever get a fair shot, get a fair shake. And so it said, many people shall go and say, come ye, let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways. So here's the other point. Y'all are heathens. Y'all never received the law. Y'all don't know the judgments of the Lord, but you're going to get taught them. So by getting taught them, that means that you're going to keep it. And if you don't keep it, you're going to get ruled with the rod of iron, Revelation 2:26. So the thing is that I always say this, if the laws actually was implemented in the world right now, you wouldn't see none of the shit that you see. People will be scared to do things. See, the things with a law comes a rule. And with rules and regulations comes judgments. And depending on what you do, you're going to get judged according to that. See, with Esau Edom running the world, you can do whatever you want. You can do all kind of wickedness and the shit flies. It's not going to fly in the kingdom. So it ain't going to be no adultery in the kingdom. It ain't going to be no alphabet people in the kingdom. It ain't going to be no pedophilia. I can't even say these words these days. It ain't going to be no P. All right. In the kingdom of heaven, everything is going to flow with righteousness, man. So saying he will teach us of his ways and we will walk in his paths, for out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua from Jerusalem, and he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares. So these are weapons being fashioned into garden tools. All right, because that's what y'all gonna be doing. And their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up a sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. So that's what you call peace. All right, the total opposite of what you see today. So what is that? So it says, but the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world. So welfare, people know welfare as government benefits, food stamps, things like that. But that actually help people, right? So a wise king. So you got Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, you got King David, then you got the 144,000. So you got to understand that when these people are in rulership, talking about the Israelites, we're going to be the welfare of the world. Welfare is a help. All right. Welfare cares about your well-being. So it says, and a wise king is the upholding of the people. This is why you see wickedness in the earth, because you don't have a wise king. You have a wicked king running the earth. Receive, therefore, instruction through my words, and it shall do you good. And we're actually going to see the manifestation of that, because we're going to keep it perfectly. Because the law, statute, commandments going to be written into us. Jeremiah 31 and Hebrews 8, the new covenant. So it said, but the rest of the dead live not again until the 1,000 years were finished. So this is the part where y'all not going to like this. Right? The first 1,000 years is going to be you building up our kingdom. The same way that we built up y'all kingdoms from the past all the way into now, all the captivities that we've been into, all nations had the Israel under bondage at one point in time. Now you're going to build up our kingdom. So it said this is the first resurrection. Until the 1,000 years was finished, this is the first resurrection. All right. So within that 1,000 years, is going to be the nations put in captivity, building up our nation. Also within the 1,000 years, the 2/3 going to come back because it's going to be some baby making. All right. And it said, blessed is holy is he that have part in the first resurrection. On the second death have no power. This is the elect. But they shall be priests of the Most High, and of Hamashiach shall reign with him 1,000 years. See, the first 1,000 years is ruling the nations with a rod of iron. Revelation 2:25 down to 28. All right. So all we got to do is hold fast to that which we have, which is this faith, and we're going to receive the desires of our heart. But the point of this video is that the funny thing is that you look at us like we ain't shit, and to be honest, 2/3 ain't shit. See, when you have your number one enemy that's in control of the media, everything that Jake do is going to be plastered all over the news, and it's going to be a whole bunch of negative connotations with it. Whole bunch of bywords, thugs, savages, animals, all that. But Esau Edom, he'll go shoot up a whole school, and then they'll say, oh, he have mental problems. But when Jake go kill another person, who look like him, which is sad, killing your own brother, he's a thug, he's a savage. Jake is a terror to their own people in their neighborhood. Esau Edom is a terror to the world. So who's really the bigger, animal and savage? But the point is that the nations need us, and I can't wait to this time, because I can't wait till the big I told you so. The big I told you so is coming to the earth. So all you nations who look down on us right now, guess what? You're going to get the rod of iron, and then after you get the rod of iron, you're going to be happy and rejoice. So all praises to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, and Shalom.